Holy shit, this review is like a goddamn week late. Fuck. Okay, so I got like bad subs, and I didn't want to get shit wrong, so I was waiting for the Dragon Team subs, and the Dragon Team subs took for goddamn ever, but they're out now, and I was able to watch it with good subs, so now I can do this fucking review. So on to said fucking review. Last time on Dragon Ball Super, Zamasu was made a temporary Kaioshin, even though he's still an asshole who hates all of humanity, all mortals, wants to kill him. Probably not the best idea to make this guy a temporary Kaioshin. And Vegeta gives Trunks the motivational boost he needs, in the only way Vegeta knows how, kicking the ever-loving shit out of him. Synopsis, over. Overall, this is an okay-ish episode. You know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna go over everything, and then I'll try to explain why I'm kind of over this episode. First off, we got they're really hammering in the Trunks and Mai ship. They're still doing that, and it's like, it's funny, but you know, this is a really good opportunity to give Kid Trunks some development, but I feel like they're just too busy hammering in the Kid Mai wants to bone Future Trunks gag, and it's just like, you know, the gag is humorous, but I think Kid Trunks needs to be there, to bounce things off of, because, like, he's the one that should be getting development in this situation. Like, this is a good opportunity for him to grow as a character, and I feel like they're really just focusing way too much on the, Mai's like a 45-year-old woman in a 12-year-old's body and wants to fuck like a 30-year-old. But whatever, I really don't see them changing this. This seems to be the route they want to go with this arc. I'm starting to think Kid Trunks isn't going to get any kind of character shifting moments for him, and it's just, he's not going to really develop, and it's just going to be the My Future Trunks ship gag, and that's all it's going to be. After the shipping shenanigans, Whis, Beers, Goku come back, and they're like, oh yeah, Zamasu, he couldn't totally be Black because, he doesn't have this evil ki like Black did, and plus, Zamasu had no clue who the hell Goku was, but Black totally knows who the hell Goku was, and I'm just like, guys, he's a fucking time traveler. Could it be, maybe, just possibly, I don't know, that this is a future Zamasu, that this is like, this is where he's going to end up, and that, just the mere fact that you even confronted Zamasu, you have now set the things in motion for him to become Black. Just, god damn it. Like, the fact that everyone's carrying the fucking idiot ball in this one fucking scene, I'm like, okay, Goku doing it, fine. Whis is just like, oh no, that can't totally be fucking Zamasu. Zamasu isn't, like, super goddamn evil, and, he didn't know who the hell Goku was. Time travel, fuckers. Think outside the box. One scene I really did like, though, was when Goku was just like, oh yeah, like that Zamasu guy, he has like all these cool techniques, or he has like a cool technique, and it's like, Goku, he just parried your hit. That's all it was. Like, I could just see him like just going on and on about like how amazing Zamasu is, and just being like, yeah, he had this amazing ability, he called it parrying, where he just kind of pushed my fist off to the side. I didn't know what the fuck to do. Man's a martial arts genius. I don't know, I just thought that scene was funny. Maybe it's just me. Back in the Universe 10 Kaioshin realm, we get a little bit more information on the time rings. This is actually where my subtitle really started fucking up, so this is why I didn't do this damn review, because I was like, oh shit, relevant time ring information. I need to be, like, accurate on this. And there wasn't that much said. It's just, oh yeah, like, there's the one time ring, and then every time a timeline fractures, there's a new time ring developed. So, like, all the green ones are from, every time someone has gone back in time and fucked up history, which, they said, like, oh, like a few years ago, this fourth one showed up, so I guess we're left to assume that's from the Cell Trunks whole debacle. You would think, though, there'd be more time rings created from that event, because, you have, like, the timeline that Cell came from, where he killed Trunks, this timeline where Trunks didn't die in the future, the timeline where, like, the unseen timeline where Trunks had to have gone back, defeated the artificial humans, gone back to his timeline to be killed by Cell, and then, like, the main timeline. So there should be way more time rings just from that incident. Like, like, he opens up the ring and he opens up the box and his rings are spilling out. Like, what the fuck happened last week? Who is fucking with the time-space continuum? But whatever, I guess they're just gonna count all of the Trunks and Cell shenanigans as one temporal disturbance and one time ring, I guess, that encapsulates all of them. After going through all that time ring stuff, Goasu is just like, yeah, we're going to go into the future, check out this barbaric race, which are literally called the barbarians. Jeez, I wonder how this is going to go. And Goasu's like, we're going to go into the future 1,000 years, we're going to see how they've progressed. Oh look, they've created fire. Isn't that an awesome thing? Oh, now they're beating the shit out of each other because they're fucking savages. Who would have expected such a thing from a race called the barbarians? And of course, Zamasu's just watching it going, ugh, fucking immortals. I hate these guys. I'm gonna kill them all. Okay, he doesn't actually say that, but it's kind of implied. I don't know. Maybe I'm just extrapolating and projecting. Also, something else worth noting is that whenever Zamasu has made a temporary Kaishin, he is given a green earring in his left ear. You know, he's given one of Goasu's earrings. And it's just like, oh, look, a green earring in the exact ear that Black's earring is. He's fucking black! Jesus Christ. Oh, wow, that sounds really racist when I said that out of context, doesn't it? Whatever. He is the guy known as Black. Like, he's going to be that guy, and they're really just... I feel like they're foreshadowing it too much. It's like, yes, we get it. Just fucking do the reveal already. Like, it stops being interesting once you drop, like, all of your breadcrumbs. And it's like, okay, I can see the path. I see exactly where this is going. I am within line of sight of it. Just get to it, please, and stop acting like it's a mystery. After this, we get, Trunks. He's all like, oh man, like, Goku and Vegeta are so fucking badass. Like, I don't even really need to train, do I? They'll take care of Black for me. And Vegeta's just like, haha, no, we're gonna train your ass, bitch. Now, there's a couple of things I want to bring up about this scene. One, is anyone else starting to feel like this is like the nostalgia arc? I mean, obviously there's a little bit of nostalgia, flashbacking to the Trunks special and the mere fact that Trunks is back. But then it's just like, look guys, SS2, look guys, Super Saiyan Grade 2 and Super Saiyan Grade 3. And it's just, look at all these things that you knew from this arc. I mean, even Goku and Vegeta are now back in their, Cell arc, gis and armor and stuff. Even though they've got new stuff, it's like, hey, look, these are the new outfits, but wait, no, we got, like, the old outfits now because we got, like, all this nostalgia to just pour all over this arc. And it feels a little cheap and manipulative, and it feels like they're just kind of like going, hey, guys, remember this thing? Hey, guys, remember this thing? Remember this thing? You like this arc, right? You like these things, right? Remember Dragon Ball Z? You like Dragon Ball Z? We have all this shit for Dragon Ball Z. Look, we're just like Dragon Ball Z. Love us, goddammit! I mean, obviously, this is probably just like my cynical nature just really seeping through here and just going, oh god, they're trying to pander to me. Those fuckers. And I just ain't having any of that, like, at all. Something else I really am just kind of bothered by is the power scaling, because we have Trunks. It's like, am I really supposed to believe that future Trunks is on the exact same, like, base level as Goku and Vegeta? I mean, especially after, like, that little filler arc where they established, no, like, base Vegeta can kick the ever-loving shit out of SS3 Gotenks. It's like, what the fuck has Future Trunks been doing in his timeline? I mean, I know he fought Dabra and Babidi, but it's like, what? Like, why is he at this ridiculous level of power? Like, what has he been doing this entire time? Like, I'm sure it's just like some narrative bullshit to get him, like, on the same level as everyone else, so that way Trunks can be a relevant character, so that way if they do give him SSGSS, he'll be on par and he'll be able to kick ass like everyone else, and that's cool, I guess. But I really wish they would have given some type of in-universe explanation to how Trunks is just this goddamn powerful, especially considering the last time we saw Trunks, he was a good ways below Gohan in the Cell games, and now he's on par with Goku and Vegeta, who have gone through all this crazy god training. Alright. Now, there are two things that really stick out to me in this episode that I just did not care for. Like, all this other stuff I have mentioned, these are just like little nitpicky things that are just kind of piling on top of one another for this episode. The thing that really, really bugs me, like I said, it's two things. First off, Vegeta's whole thing of, being this mentor figure to Trunks, and him doing it, like, basically, it's the Kappa thing. It's the Kappa thing all over again, and it's technically, in a way, better than the Kappa thing, because it's actually his son that he's mentoring, and not just some random-ass dude who just happens to also be a Saiyan. But even though it's better, like I said, it's redundant. It makes that entire thing that Vegeta did before, like, it either makes that less meaningful or this one less meaningful. Like, if we had never had the Kappa situation, when he has this interaction with Trunks, it could have had more weight to it, but now it just feels like we're just treading the same thing with Vegeta now. Like, look, Vegeta's a mentor figure now, but he's doing it in his own harsh Vegeta way, where he's like screaming really passionately in their face and kicking the shit out of them. I mean, I like it in concept, and I probably would have really, really loved it if it hadn't have been just a complete 100% retread of what happened with Cabba. The second thing that really, really got under my skin, like I said, there's two, is the mixed messaging that they're giving within this scene. Because a few episodes prior, we got a whole episode, well, not a whole episode, but a whole sequence dedicated to, no, Trunks, it's okay that Gohan doesn't want to fight. Like, that's not where, his passions lie. It's okay. And, we have Goku and Vegeta to take care of this shit. But here, it's just like, Trunks tries to pretty much do the same thing. Like, Trunks wants that same life that Gohan has. He even says so. Like, that's what he wants to fight for. But now, Vegeta just is like, no, the fuck you won't. Not my son. Not in my house. You're gonna fucking train. You're gonna be the baddest dude, or you can get the fuck out. And it's this really weird mixed message of it's okay for Gohan, but it's not okay for Trunks. And I think that's kind of fucked up. Especially because, like, they could have done this right. Like, they could have made it as a Trunks, you are the only person in your timeline to defend your world. Like, if anything else bad happens after Black, it's on your shoulders. Like, this timeline has a Goku Vegeta. They don't have a Goku Vegeta in your timeline. You need to stand up, so you do need to work hard. It's okay for Gohan because there are other people here who are more powerful, who can take up that slack, and who are there to fight the big bad enemies that could endanger the world. Your timeline doesn't have that. You need to be that guy. And they kind of sort of do it by saying, like, oh, well, you're just focusing on Black, what happens after Black. And, that would be cool, but it's just, I feel like they don't hammer that message. I feel like that's what they were trying to get across, but really it just kind of came across as, you're a Saiyan, get off your ass, fucking train, be a badass. No son of mine is gonna be like a little pussy. Fucking go lift some weights, bitch. Like I said, it could have been done better, and it's just, both of these things could have been done better, and I just, and that's just kind of how I felt about this episode. I can't say it's bad, because, I mean, these are really just little narrative ticks that bother me. Like, these are just, like, on a personal level, I'm just like, stop doing that thing. And I understand for a lot of people, it's not going to bother them at all. They're probably going to think it's a really good episode. They're probably thinking I'm a nitpicking asshole. And for once, I can say probably I am nitpicking, because these are things that aren't necessarily big narrative issues or like character breaking issues. They're just things that personally bother me and take me out of the viewing experience. Now, that being said, though, this is like the worst episode of this arc for me personally. And honestly, I'm really starting to wonder where the fuck this arc is going. Because like I said, I've already made my prediction for where I think this is all going to lead to. But I'm just like, God, now this arc is really feeling like it's spinning its wheels. Like, every single episode now has been the same thing. Let's have this unique interaction between Trunks and another character. Let's build up some shit with Black, or some shit with Zamasu, which is, by extension, building up shit with Black. It's, like, I just feel like every episode now is starting to be the same. And if the next episode doesn't start changing things up, which it looks like it's going to, because they're going to do some Zeno stuff, but, I'm waiting for the story to happen. I feel like this is really dragging, even by Dragon Ball Z standards. It's just like, fucking get on with it. I want to see where this goes. If it goes anywhere at all. And, yeah, I guess it's the end of my tangent, rant, review thing. I wasn't too thrilled about this episode. It looked nice. Yeah, I mean, well, the art was a little weird in a lot of places. But, I mean, it had like a good little fight scene between Trunks. That looked nice. I just want this arc to start doing things and not just kind of repeating the same shit over and over and over again. Just like they're just drip feeding us little things about Black and then giving us these cute, unique interactions between Trunks and other characters that would be interesting to see. And that's cool. I just, I want more. Like, I feel like a fucking Disney princess, but yeah, I want more, goddammit. Give me more. Till next time, guys, Xeon out.